This is the war on single-sex loos. My name is Jenny. Welcome to Short and Sweet. Massive thanks to today's sponsor, Bras, supporting women's breasts for hundreds of years. So as a teacher and a former registered manager of health and social care services, I thought I would approach this topic of single-sex toilets and single-sex spaces from an educational perspective. So it's pretty universally recognised that we have a bog standard symbol or a sign that tells us which toilet we can use based on our sex. Doesn't matter if we don't speak the language, we know where we can go for a wee. So let's start with a little history. We're going to start with George Jennings. He was a plumber from Brighton. He opened the first public urinals and it caused great excitement. 800,000 visitors came to spend a penny. That's how much it cost to use the facilities. For each penny, a visitor got a clean seat, a towel, a comb, and even a shoe shine. Woohoo! Special day out. 170 years ago, in 1852, was a historic event for women. It was the first public flushing toilet open to women in Britain. This meant for women that they could leave the home without being tied to what was referred to as a urinary leash. Before public toilets were made available for women, they were restricted in terms of where they could go, how long they could be out of the house for, and they had to plan their routes based on where they could possibly pop in and use the facilities or powder their nose. Okay, let's have a look at why we use the loo and why we'd like them to remain single sex. We obviously use them for going for a wee or having a poo. For ladies and girls, we use them for changing sanitary products during our periods. This leaves us in a bit of a state of undress and vulnerable. If people are incontinent in some way, they may use the facilities to change incontinence pads, stomas or catheters. Again, this leaves somebody in a vulnerable position where they're in a state of undress. It's also a means of escape if you are being followed or harassed, whether that's in a nightclub or in a shopping centre. It gives us privacy and dignity. It does deter crime and antisocial behaviour. It's somewhere maybe to check your appearance or to have a chat. We may take the humble toilet, public loo, restroom for granted, except when we can't find one. Their development was vital though in better equality and freedom and social interaction for men and women of all cultures, religions and beliefs, and for those with a disability. Having done a brief poll with men and women that I know, none of them would appreciate sharing the bathroom with the opposite sex. Some people suffer with something called pyorrhesis, which is shy bladder syndrome, and often can't go to the toilet if someone else is present. A lot of men actually opt for the cubicle, not the urinal, even when they are in a single-sex space. Okay, I'm bursting the bubble. As we get older, our muscles weaken. Following pregnancy and childbirth, possible surgery such as prostate gland, conditions such as dementia, all of these things can form urinary urge, and we need to get to the toilet much faster. Desperation for the loo or social anxiety can lead to people not leaving the house, mental health issues, urinary tract infections, kidney infections, dehydration. There's so many medical conditions that can be caused for people being too scared to go to the toilet. And then there's the issue of the real and dangerous threat to women and girls' safety if we don't have single-sex spaces.
I'm in your toilets right now.
Right, I want to talk to you about what happened to me yesterday. Trans activists were there with bizarre, peculiar signs. Katie was also had some of her property trying to be stolen by one of these trans activists. massive bloke just gets some water out and squirts it on my face.
I filmed that.
It is common assault, right? So it is actually a crime. I didn't know it was water when it came towards me. We told the police, and what that man got is a community order not to go in Hyde Park anymore. I think I have the right, actually, to insist that he gets charged. I want them to know that it is not okay. That any act that is supposed to intimidate women, supposed to make us shut up, is absolutely, categorically not okay.
If you're not fully aware of the extent of what's going on, please do look at some of the links that I've shared for some excellent, brilliant information to get you started. Please like, follow, share, subscribe, all the rest of the YouTubey things. Do take care. Hope to speak to you again soon.